That all that is true, and it makes sense. And if the system was dependent on certain players, then the system is terrible, right? I mean, like, you want to get players, because the essence of coaching is, what do your players do best? Let's put them in positions to succeed. I mean, that's the essence of coaching, not the other way around. Here's what I do, you guys figure it out. I understand that. But this is a tale as old as time. Who drafted Zach Wilson? Joe Douglas. Joe Douglas is pinning his hopes on Zach Wilson as the number 2 overall pick of the 2021 draft. I mean, that's how this is. That's how this is. If Joe Douglas didn't draft Zach Wilson, I don't think any of this goes down the way it does, because Joe Douglas is tied to Zach Wilson finally being the quarterback that doesn't screw it up for the Jets, like everybody else that they've tried over the last years since Ken O'Brien, or even Chad Pennington. Yeah, we had a couple of glory years with Mark Sanchez, but you get what I'm saying here.
Sure.
And you're right. The Jets offense down the stretch didn't score a lot of points, but they showed signs of life with every other quarterback. Fake Tim Tebow, Chris Streveler, I think that was his name, right? Fake Tim Tebow moved the ball pretty well. 74-year-old Joe Flacco threw touchdown passes all over the place. And Mike White, a quarterback nobody wanted in the draft, has looked really good at times. This is about Joe Douglas as much as anything else of what you just said, and it's all true. In my read, this is as much about Joe Douglas saying, damn it, I picked this guy number 2. We got to find a way to make it work.
Tony, and to your point, your point, when you think that it's LaFleur's problem or LaFleur's fault that Zach Douglas has not developed, you get Streveler coming in, and all of a sudden the offense perks up and they move the ball. You get Joe Flacco, who, is a week away from collecting Social Security checks, and he's able to do some decent thing. You get Mike White comes in, and people say, wow, this guy should have been our starter from day one, which makes you think, well, the problem isn't the offense. He's got to make you think it's not the offensive coordinator, it's the quarterback, Zach Wilson.